Your pitiful attempt to thwart my schemes have failed. Now nothing stands in the way of my universal domination.
Not so fast, Zol'dak. You'll never succeed because I won't let you take this universe. Even if it's the last thing I do, I shall defend it until my final breath.
Oh, but Professor, we don't stand a chance.
Calm yourself, Dorothy. This is no time to panic.
Oh, I disagree, Professor. Now is very much the time to panic. Once my minions have swarmed the surface of Galactus Prime, there will be nothing you can do to stop me.
This is your last chance, Zol'dak. Surrender now, or I shall be forced to take drastic measures.
Never! I will.
Sorry. Lost again. What's my line?
Cut! Why do we always end up stopping for you, Ian? Just learn the damn lines, for goodness sake, it's not hard.
Well, there's a lot of complicated words in there, that's all. It's tricky to get my head round.
Die, Professor, die isn't exactly bloody Shakespeare, is it?
I could have sworn I said half this stuff last series. I think I'm getting all the scripts mixed up in my head.
Excuse me. Hello? You there? Get a coffee over here, will you? I'm gasping.
Right away, Mr. McShane.
And be quick about it.
Darius, darling, I'm not too sure about our little exchange just then. Don't you think the Professor should be slightly more sympathetic towards Dorothy? You know, just a teensy bit less harsh.
Are you reviewing my performance, Scarlett?
Not at all. I was just making a suggestion that...
Well, kindly don't. I'm perfectly capable of judging my own performance, thank you very much. I don't need you telling me what I should be doing. I've been in the business 20 years now, you know.
You have mentioned it once or twice, yes.
Here you are, Mr. McShane.
Oh, at last. Are you incapable of making a drinkable cup of coffee? This thing is swimming in milk.
Sorry, I thought you liked it that way.
Awful stuff. Get it away from me.
Alright, everyone, let's have some hush again, thank you. Places, people, ready for take 4.
Scarlett, don't stand so far forward. You're blocking my close-up.
But I'll be off my mark then.
Oh, just do it, will you? Oh, and Ian, old chap, don't be so over the top this time. This is a serious drama.
Oh, sure. Right you are.
Okay, here we go. And we're rolling in 3, 2, 1, action.
Ah.
Oi! Move that box, will you?
Sorry.
Doctor, really, all I said was I rather fancied just one more trip. You didn't have to go to the trouble of... Oh my word.
Well, just one trip can be interpreted in a number of ways. Something just to cleanse the palate before home, yes?
That's the long and short of it, I suppose. Where are we?
Somewhere very special. In fact, not just special, golden. Over here, look. If we just peer behind these bushes, then somewhere over the rainbow we should see the sign for...
Hollywood!
How where stars are born, where romances blossom, where literally anything can happen.
Oh goodness, so we're in America.
Ah, not that Hollywood. The planet Hollywood.
Hold on a moment. There's a planet called Hollywood.
Well, we are a good few millennia after your time, Nancy. The movie business is bigger than ever now, so big in fact, that a certain corporation decided to buy the entire moon of Sirius 4 and across its surface build the biggest production studio in the galaxy. Hollywood, Point 2.
It's huge! Never ending! Doesn't look too futuristic though. It all seems rather similar to the pictures I've seen of Hollywood in my day.
Well, we've landed around the Western Hemisphere, you see, which means the backlot we're stood on right now is your authentic recreation of the original 20th century Earth studios. Proper vintage. Right down to the little buggies. I love a buggy.
Still, this far into the future, I don't suppose I'll be bumping into anyone I'm familiar with. I very much doubt James Stewart and Cary Grant are still making pictures.
Oh, but they are. Technology exists now to bring them back in the movies like they haven't aged a day. So keep an eye out, kid. We might just see one of them stars.
Well, there seems to be quite a crowd forming over there. Perhaps they're waiting for someone to come out.
Good point. Studio D2/Apple.57. Let's have a little gander. Come on.
What do you suppose they could be filming?
Quite a big production by the looks of it. Something with a large budget and a large fan following. Look at this crowd. Can hardly see it.
Do you mind?
Sorry, watch where I'm going. Let me pick up them prints for you. Hope they're not too creased.
They better not have been creased. I had them specially made.
There you are. Not a scratch.
I'd certainly hope not. Oh, you're in costume, are you?
Costume?
Yeah. Which professor have you come as, then?
Professor what?
Yes, Professor What? You're here to see them filming, aren't you? So, which one have you come as? Oh, don't tell me you've come as one of them fan professors. I hate those. Just stick to the established canon, for goodness sake. Stop making up your own.
Professor what? Oh, so that's what they're filming here then?
Of course. We've been out here since this morning. 8 hours. So don't go thinking you're going to push in front.
8 hours? That's certainly a long time to wait just to catch a glimpse of someone. You're clearly very dedicated.
Probably won't be worth it, though. They always sneak out a different way to avoid having to sign anything. Not right, is it? I mean, the least they can do is pay a little respect to the fans once in a while.
So you're a fan of this professor, then?
You haven't heard of him? How have you not heard of him? It's been going on for years. Well, the revived run, at least.
Yeah, a little bit behind on my box sets. Is it any good? What's it about?
Professor Watt is a space lord from the planet Gallifroy. He's on the run from his people in his space-time machine, the SARDIT. He flies around with his assistant, Dorothy, saving civilizations, planets and galaxies from evil forces such as the Fire Warriors, the Meddling Nun, the Technomen, and his arch-nemesis, the Great Zol'dak, with his genetic creations, the Dorlocks. Any more questions?
This all sounds awfully familiar, Doctor.
Yes.
The show's gone a bit downhill, if I'm honest. Not what it used to be. I mean, I wasn't born until season 76 went into production, but still, I've seen all the vidcasts at least twice. Even the duplicate predicament, and that one is easily the worst. Seriously, look at what the SARDIT looked like in that one.
Oh, wow.
How odd. It looks just like the TARDIS.
The TARDIS. The TARDIS? It's not the TARDIS, it's a joke!
I know. The windows are completely wrong, aren't they?
Call me Sherlock Holmes, but from my understanding, it seems like this whole production is based on you, Doctor.
It's an absolute mockery.
Well, some would say it was quite flattering.
Flattering? It's plain copyright infringement, that's what it is. Who'd have thought stories of my travels would have been passed down generations and just diluted to a pale imitation of the originals? I mean, the Professor and Dorothy, it's like someone just changed the names and hoped no one would notice. Right, come on, Nancy, we're sorting this out. Excuse me.
Oh, let's not make a fuss, Doctor. Look, I think I saw Errol Flynn over there. How about we go and say a quick hello?
I'm not going to stand for it.
Hang about. You can't just go in there.
Just you watch me.
Doctor!
Well, if you do see them, tell them to bring back the sonic spanner. It's not even Professor Watt without the sonic spanner, is it?
Tell me, Zol'dak, if you had created a virus in your laboratory, something contagious and infectious that killed on contact, a virus that would destroy all other forms of life. Would you allow its use?
That is an interesting conjecture.
Ah, but would you do it?
Yes. To hold in my hand a capsule that contains such power. To know that life and death on such a scale was my choice. To know that the tiny pressure of my thumb, enough to break the glass, could end everything. Yes, I would do it. That power would set me up above the gods. And through the Dorlocks, I shall have that power.
You're not going to do it like that, are you?
Cut!
I'm sorry, Stephen, I just can't work with such an amateur. It's simply unbearable.
Yes, Darius, of course. I understand. For God's sake, Ian, pull yourself together!
Oh, sorry.
Look, do I really need to be in this scene, Stephen? I just seem to be standing in the background waiting to ask all the questions.
That's the point! Right, starting positions again, everyone. Oh, for the love of Clom!
What is it now?
I'm sorry, sir, but you really can't come through here.
I really can, you know.
Excuse me, but who the hell let this raving imbecile into my studio?
Raving imbecile, how very dare you, sir. I'll have you know that I'm no such thing.
Oh, dear God, not another fan!
Awfully sorry about this. He's not usually like this. Well, I say usually.
Don't worry, it's more common than you think.
Oh, someone call security! Get this man off my set!
That won't be necessary. I think you'll find my credentials to be in order.
Mary Whitehouse.
Indeed. Wait, what?
Look, I don't have time for your committee's complaints right now. I'm far too busy.
Well, it's a fairly big complaint to make. You see, there's such a thing as taking inspiration, and then there's just outright stealing.
We can talk about this later. Allow security to escort you to my office.
No, I want a proper word about this.
You're making a nuisance of yourself.
No, look, I can't let them get away with this, Nancy. It's just not... Ouch! This is what you call escorting, is it?
Thanks, chaps. I'll see you in due course, Whitehouse. When I finally have some bloody time!
Oh, come on now. Ow!
I've had just about enough hold-ups for one day, thank you very much. And where's that tea and coffee?
Just on my way to do it now.
Well, hurry it up!
Yes, right away.
Oh, no, that's not pleasant.
What on earth was that?
Oh, for the last time, Ian, what the hell is wrong with that thing?
Is that a lapel mic?
Sorry, it's usually fine. I don't know why it's playing up today.
Mine was being a little funny too. I keep hearing this beeping.
Yeah, that's what it is. I thought it was just me.
Strange transmissions.
Well, will someone fix it? We've got a show to make here.
Hey, Nancy. I'd stick around if I were you. I don't trust this place. See if you can find out a bit more.
And what about you? How do you propose on getting out of your own little pickle?
Oh, you know me.
Ow! All right. I'll improvise.
That I can certainly believe.
Damn it! Why does nobody ever leave any clean cups in here?
Hello again. Are you alright?
Fine.
It's just, you seem somewhat stressed.
Do I really? Sorry. I'm just a bit tired, that's all. I shouldn't snap.
Oh, don't worry. It happens to us all. I've lost count of the amount of shifts I've had in which I've wanted to just turn around and shout down the commanding officer.
Commanding officer?
I'm Nancy, by the way.
Gemma. Nice to meet you.
Can I help? Half the load, so to speak.
Oh, yeah. That'd be great, thanks. I've got a list of drink orders the length of my arm. You make a good coffee?
Well, I'm not sure about coffee, but I can certainly make you a good cup of tea.
Awesome. I need about 3 of them if that's all right. The kettle's just there.
Righto.
You flicked the switch? Just there.
Oh, yes, of course. Silly me. Kettles are a tad different where I come from.
And where's that?
Oh, miles away. Quite hard to explain. What about you?
Nothing special. Little colony on the outer rim. You wouldn't know it. It's a miracle that we even got vidcasts out there. Thank God we did, otherwise I'd never even thought of getting into the business.
And how long have you worked here as
A runner? About 4 years now. Pay's not great, and the company can be interesting, but it's all good experience. I want to be a director, you see.
Directing one of those films, you mean? Well, jolly good for you.
Long way off, though. Keep getting told I'm nowhere near equipped as everyone else here. Even after 4 years. They still treat me like I don't know anything.
I understand, but I can guarantee that you know far more than they give you credit for. Throughout those years of experience, you'll have learned a lot. So don't let them push you around. Remember, you're just as important as them.
Well, that's debatable.
What would happen if everyone doing what you're doing just suddenly downed tools and left, eh? This place wouldn't be able to function. You're a vital piece of the puzzle, and don't you forget it.
Yeah, I guess. Thanks.
Ow! Ugh. Oh, it's you. Honestly, what is it that makes all that racket?
Just bringing my microphone to the tech boys to see if they can sort it out. This constant beeping noise in my ears simply driving me mad.
Beeping?
Here, have a listen.
Morse code.
Norse what?
Morse code. It's a method of communication. Someone sending a message.
Saying what?
I can't quite make out every word, but it sounds like it's something to do with... oh dear. An invasion.
Our signal has been sent. Yes, my lord. Our battle cry has been received by our fleets. Invasion is but moments away. Good. Good. You have located our target. His coordinates have been isolated. We have him, my lord. Then it is time. We may commence. Initiate landing procedures. Upon arrival, we shall apprehend our target and ready our universal broadcast. Nothing stands in our way. Begin, my lord.
Look, how much longer do I have to wait here? Talkative chaps, eh? You know, I've met a few Ogrons that would get along well with you. I'll give you their number. Honestly, this could be quite a pressing matter, and I really don't like to be kept away from the action.
I'm sure you don't. It's alright, boys. I just fancied a quick chat with our visitor here. Off you pop.
So, star of the show, I take it?
And that's exactly how it's going to stay. I know just what you've got on your mind.
Beg pardon?
Oh, don't play dumb with me. You're not putting on a performance now. I mean, really, coming in here, flouncing about with your passes and sense of authority. What kind of audition did you call that? Improv like that will get you nowhere, I can tell you.
Sorry, I think we've got our wires crossed. Let's start again. I'm the Doctor, and you are?
How? How on Sirius 4 do you not know who I am? I'm Darius McShane, 3-time Galactic Award nominee.
Oh, well, good for you, Darius.
Don't patronize me, sat there in your pathetic makeshift costume.
Seriously, what is it about this jacket?
Well, it might have fooled our director, but it doesn't fool me. I know just why you're here. And I've come to tell you that it's not happening. You're not getting my role, and that's that.
You think I'm an actor?
And a damn awful one at that.
Wait, hang about just for 1 minute. No, actually, I dispute that. In terms of this Professor Watt character, I'm much more than just an actor. If anything, this is the role I was born to play. I mean, I've got the box outside to prove it.
All right. All right. You think you're so good? Prove it.
Okay then.
Our lead monster actor's just had a lighting rig fall on him. Thank the Lord, atrocious performer. But by pure chance it means we're in need of someone to step in. And lo and behold, I've apparently found us another actor. One who claims to be better than the star. So come on then. Lights, camera, action!
I should never open my mouth, should I?
Look, I'm telling the truth. I don't think it's at all safe here. Something's coming.
Yes, something is coming. Overtime. The chief electrician will be here in an hour to turn the lights off, and we've not even got through half of what we've planned. Ian walking into that Fresnel was bad enough.
Please, this is serious. I think we can all agree that a film is quite low on the list of everyone's priorities.
I'll pretend you didn't say that.
Oh, for goodness sake, just listen to someone else for once, will you?
Oh, I'm very sorry. I wasn't aware we had the exec producer on set today. Why, of course, miss, whatever you say.
I'm sorry.
Who the hell do you think you are?
There's no need to talk to her like that.
I'm not asking for a second opinion, am I? We need to start shooting again, and our lead actor is nowhere to be found.
I could always stand in for him. Might make a change.
A female professor? Don't make me laugh. Now, will someone tell me where on Sirius 4 is Darius? Darius, you're here. We're just about to begin the next take, if that's all right with you.
Of course, Stephen. I've even found us a replacement Zol'dak.
Splendid. Your talents never fail to impress. Oh.
Doctor? Why on earth are you wearing that?
To tell you the truth, Nancy, I'm not quite sure how I walked into this one.
Right, he'll have to do. Come on, everybody, positions, please.
Oh, wait, Doctor, I have something to tell you.
Step back, you're in shot. Quiet, please, bit of hush, thank you. And 3, 2, 1, action.
This is your last chance, Zol'dak. I shan't give you another.
Enough, Professor. With the power at my disposal, the Dorlocks shall sweep away Gallifroy and its impotent quarrel of space lords. My creations shall become lords of space. We shall become all
powerful, crush the lower races, conquer the cosmos, unimaginable power, unlimited porridge, etc., etc.
Do not anger me, Professor. I can destroy you and this miserable, insignificant planet.
Oh, wonderful. What power, what brilliance. You can wipe out the odd civilization, enslave the occasional culture, but it still won't detract from the basic fundamental truth of your own impotence.
This is all very familiar. No matter. I will teach you the folly of your words, Professor. I will destroy you and demonstrate my ultimate power.
Cut! What the hell are the prop boys doing out there? Can't they see we're recording?
Somehow I don't think this is in the script.
They're here.
Who's here?
We don't know, but whoever it is, it's an invasion.
Oh, good lord!
Silence, damn! We're at the mercy of the Midrath.
Quick, Nancy, we need to get out of here.
What about everyone else?
We'll be back, don't worry. Come on.
Gemma, this way.
Remain still. Resistance is useless. Herd these cattle into the corner. Yes, my lord. Move, stab.
We're moving.
Let's be calm about this. Thank you.
No! This one stays where he is. Our quarrel is with you.
Me?
Yes, we have come for you, Professor.
Okay, what the hell is going on? Anyone fancy explaining?
Yes, I'd rather like to know that too. What were those creatures, Doctor?
Well, they're the Megraph. Genetically modified life forms, descended from the grizzly bear. They're a lab experiment, poor things. A test to see if a life form could be brought up entirely on vidcasts. Their entire knowledge of the outside world was what they saw on them. They knew nothing else. So after learning a trick or two from the telebox, they escaped their labs and ended up forming a society of their own, based on the only things they knew, those very broadcasts. And, judging by the chainmail, I'd say that was a lot of Game of Thrones. They became a warlike race, eager for battle and conquest.
But why are they here?
Good question. If only we could hear what's going on in there.
I can help you with that. Channel 1 on my radio. That's directly linked to the studio. Here.
Ha, brilliant. Gemma, wasn't it?
That's me.
Nice to meet you, Gemma. I'd shake your hand under normal circumstances, but you know, alien invasion and all that. Also, I'm in a giant fish costume.
Professor? Oh.
I think I'm getting it too.
But I'm not the professor, I'm an actor.
What is actor?
A performer. Surely you've seen my other work. I've been nominated 3 times for a galactic award.
Do not try and confuse us with your words, Professor. We know your ways. You shall not outwit the Midrath.
Calvex toothpaste. You must have seen the advertisements for those. I was the face of that brand for years.
Cease talking. Our broadcast is imminent, as is your death.
Oh no!
Well, I don't think the Migrath are here just for an autograph.
This professor character. They think he's real.
I think so. Because as smart as they are for bears, they do tend to take things quite literally.
So they think that Professor Watt actually exists and will put a stop to whatever invasion they've got planned. They're here to kill him before he's able to?
Seems so. They must have traced the broadcast back here, and that's what they plan to use to announce their invasion to the cosmos.
And the Morse code I heard, that was them rallying the troops.
They'll have had it all on standby, just waiting for the broadcast. They do like to put on a show, don't they?
Well, we've got to put a stop to them. As much as I'd like to see that smug prat take a laser to the face, a mass invasion doesn't sound great.
Too right.
Any ideas, Doctor?
Well, I'd say, if they'd come here under the impression that this program's real, why spoil the illusion for them? Time for some brainstorming. Let's give them a show they'll never forget.
Tighten his bonds. The Professor will not escape our clutches now.
Ow! Scarlett, please, tell them I'm not who they think I am. My performance was simply just too good.
Oh, don't flatter yourself, Darius. You're hardly going to win a golden galaxy for it.
The broadcast equipment is in position, my lord. We are ready. Good. It is time. Begin transmission.
Good lord, this is a nightmare. I haven't even had a makeup check.
Transmission active. People of the universe, please attend carefully. The message that follows is vital to the future of you all.
Haven't you taken that line from the last season finale?
Silence! Now hear this. Our invasion of your pathetic galaxy is imminent. Our fleet stands ready and waiting for my final signal. All that stands before us is your precious professor. But we have him at our mercy.
No, I'm begging you. I'll do anything.
Our attack will begin with the death of your protector. No more shall he guard you from those who wish to destroy you.
No, please. Someone! Help!
He has stopped endless wars, stopped countless foes. Let us see him stop bullets from my weapon.
Halt, space scum!
Who dares to interrupt the Midrath?
We dare.
My lord, it is the Dorlocks.
Yes, we are the most evil creatures in the Milky Way.
No, let me do it. Yes, we are the Great Zol'dak, and we have the power to destroy you all. The Migrath are pitiful against the might of our master race.
It cannot be. You were all destroyed in the last great space war.
We always survive, and we shall destroy all who oppose us.
You cannot possibly exist.
Very well, we shall prove our might. You, human female.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Oh no, not me.
Obey us. Stand over there.
Here?
No, just there. Now you shall witness the destruction of the Professor's greatest ally, Trooper, destroy her.
Oh no!
They have killed her, my lord. She is reduced to no more than smoke. Then it is true. They are real. The Dorlocks have survived.
We have proved our might. Now leave this planet. Any attempt of invasion shall be met with immediate extermination.
We agree to your terms, O great ones. Retreat! 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 Retreat!
That's it, off you pop, and don't you jolly well come back.
Whew. How do people manage it in them costumes? Sweat right down to my socks.
Thank you for the graphic detail, Doctor.
Hold on. It wasn't real. It was all fake.
Not performance too convincing for you, Darius. It's alright. You can come down from the gallery now, Gemma.
What did you do?
Oh, don't ask me. Ask the director.
How was that then?
Well, you had Darius convinced.
It was you?
Don't sound so surprised. I've been working in these studios for years now. I know a thing or two about how things work. All just lighting tricks and a bit of smoke and mirrors.
See? What did I tell you? You're worth far more than the others tell you.
Exactly the effect I wanted. Great colours, lovely imagery. Still think we could have had the smoke and lights a bit more in time.
These artists say, always their biggest critics. Oh, and let's say a big thank you to our leading lady.
Thank you. Some rather good improvisation if I do say so myself. You could have warned me about the trapdoor though.
Nah, what's life without a few surprises?
Well, after that small setback, I think we should all get back to work, don't you think?
Oh, I don't think so. Maybe it's best to let sleeping dogs lie and leave Professor Watt alone for now. I'd recommend a little hiatus. Or maybe cancellation. Getting a bit stale if you ask me.
But what about me? My starring role!
Time to step down, Darius. In all honesty, I don't think you're quite the right casting anyway.
But this was my big break!
I thought you'd been nominated for 3 Galactic Awards.
He had. For performance in a long-running advertisement.
Oh, that's an odd title for a category.
Don't make me go back. I can't do another toothpaste commercial. I just can't.
Sorry, Darius, but that's a wrap.
I'll have my big break. Just you wait. Then you'll all be sorry.
Good riddance.
And what about you? You put on quite the performance just then.
Hardly. It's not the kind of acting I'd wanted to do. Might be paid well enough, but it's not what I started all this for. I was offered a supporting role in By the Light of the Asteroid last week. Perhaps I'll give that a try instead. Either way, no more screaming at rubber monsters or running down corridors for me. I'd like to think I'm worth more than that.
Well, I wish you the best of luck.
Now hold on just a minute. This is ridiculous. I don't care who you are, but you can't do this. You simply can't tell my actors to just leave my show without a passing thought. We're barely halfway through production on the series.
Listen here, you stuck-up pig. We just saved your life and this is how you treat us? Don't keep acting all high and mighty like you're the most important person this side of the galaxy, because you're not. And for the last time, stop treating your crew like they're the scum of Sirius 4, because we're just as much a part of this as all of you.
Well,
You know, I think I'll come with you, Scarlett. I hear they're looking for aspiring directors on that show, and I'm ready to take the leap and put myself forward. Like Nancy says, I've got way more experience than I give myself credit for, and it's about time that I did something about that.
Well said.
I think this place is going to be in more than capable hands from now on.
Of course. We just had to realise that we're all a vital piece of the puzzle. Hey, Nancy.
That you are.
Hey look, Sean Connery. They must be redoing Dr. No again. What's that? 28th remake now?
Sean Connery? Who's that?
Remind me to take you to the cinema one day. I've got a backlog of films to educate you on.
Oh, well, about that.
Oh, of course. We should be heading back to 1941 now, shouldn't we? My mistake.
But that's the thing. You see, I've realised that I was so desperate to get back home at first. just to do my duty. You know, fighting the good fight and all that. Helping people. But the thing about travelling with you is, well, in some way, however bizarre it may be, in whatever strange situation we find ourselves in, whether it's saving Amelia Earhart from mummified pilots or dressing up in dustbins to scare off a group of alien bears in chainmail, we are helping people, aren't we?
I suppose we are. That's what I'd like to think, at least.
Exactly. The universe needs you. It needs us.
So you wouldn't mind hanging around a bit longer then?
Well, perhaps instead of taking me the direct route back to 1941, we might take a few detours along the way.
Well then, Nancy. That's what it will be. Home. The long way round. You have been listening to Doctor Who Starstruck. The Doctor was played by Miles Taylor, with Izzy Walton as Nancy Foster, Gemma, Mary Elizabeth Houston, Darius McShane, James Tanner, Stephen, James Peacock, Scarlett, Gemma SEREN, Maxwell, Andrew Davies, Ian, Daniel Hambridge, the Megrath, JOREL Paul, Propsman, Michael Clarke. Sound design and editing, Miles Taylor. Cover art, Marshall Tankersley. Writer, Miles Taylor. Music, Big Finish Productions. Theme tune, Marshall Tankersley and Simon Bowser. Produced by Miles Taylor for Tailored Vision Productions.